Welcome to Horses and Hope at Home 2020.
Woohoo! We made it.
We finally made it.
Guys, it is 2020 and we've had to do things completely different, but this is going to be awesome. Horses and Hope is one of my favorite nights of the year.
It's the best night of the year. Absolutely.
It's still going to be the best night of 2020. I'm sure of it.
We're counting on it.
So you're here for one of three reasons. Number one, because you love somebody from Blue Sky and you want to support them.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you for that. Number two, someone has graciously invited you to their home and you heard that Market Street and Tito's and Miller and Blue Goose was going to be sponsoring our event.
Which, by the way, I didn't get one invitation. Not
one. Nobody invited me?
Because I'd be there right now.
Well, or number three, you follow us on Facebook or Instagram and you just like to see what it is we do and you wanted to get more information. No matter which category you fall under, we are so happy you're here and you're here for a reason.
All right, Amy, so if we've got people out here watching that don't know much about Blue Sky,
right,
what do you want them to know?
Well, long story short, is that a good way to put it? Because can I talk about Blue Sky all day?
It's already a long story long.
Okay, so long story short, Blue Sky is a therapeutic community located in Aubrey, Texas, and we serve special needs children and adults. We provide a safe, happy, and healthy therapeutic community, and it is a ton of fun.
For those of you who have never been out to Blue Sky and experienced what it's all about, you're missing out. We've put together a little video that's going to give you some kind of idea of what you would experience when you're out there. So after you watch this video, I promise you're going to want to come out.
You'll at least be smiling.
You can't help but smile.
And you can't stop the feeling.
We hope you enjoy.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the. I can't stop the.
Oh my gosh, did you love that video? You know what? I have watched that video 500 times probably. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I smile from ear to ear every single time. And guys, that's what I get to do for a living, is hang out with those guys. I am so incredibly blessed. So let me tell you a little bit about what Horses and Hope is. So this is our absolute biggest fundraiser of the year. It is responsible for 30 to 35% of our annual income. That is a lot. So when the quarantine came on and we soon realized that we weren't going to be able to have Horses and Hope in the typical fashion, we had to shift our strategies pretty quickly. And so we have worked really hard to come up with this plan, because guess what? Not having Horses and Hope, not an option. So we knew that it was going to take place, and we knew it could still be great. And so we are so thankful to you for being here tonight. We are thankful for all of our volunteers who have worked so hard to make this night so special. We are thankful for our sponsors and all of our matching donors for this evening. And we are so thankful for the hosts who have opened up their homes for all of you guys. So thank you guys for that. So tonight, as we go along and as you learn more about Blue Sky, obviously you're at a fundraiser. So we are going to give you plenty of opportunities to give financially tonight. And let me tell you how that's going to go. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the information. The first way to give is simply text HOPE to 800-508-9791. How simple is that? Super simple. Second way, you'll see around your host homes that there's a QR code. It's displayed on a poster. There's little cards that have 3 ways to give. All you have to do is use your camera on your phone, scan that QR code. It'll take you straight to our text messaging giving site. Again, text HOPE to 800-508-9791. And the third way is cash or check. And if that's your method of giving, fantastic. If you could do us a favor and give that cash or that check to your host this evening, they will let us know about it, and that way we'll have a giving total for the whole night. If you're watching us on social media, simply mail us a check. You can send it to Blue Sky, 120 Stanley Drive, number 228, Aubrey, Texas, 76227. Or, again, you can text HOPE to 800-508-9791. Let's have some fun tonight, folks.
You probably noticed by now that the theme of this event is a seat at the table, and everybody should have a seat at the table. We put together a couple of stories that show what having a seat at the table means for our community.
Let's take a look about how Blue Sky has impacted Sarah and why having a seat at the table is important to her. Who's your favorite horse at Blue Sky?
Stumpy.
Stumpy.
I've been raising $2,000 for my car company,
And the money goes to what?
Blue Sky.
Sarah has been spending her time during quarantine making greeting cards, gift bags, gift tags, and much more. She's been selling these cards to her friends and family and donating all of the money to help feed the animals at Blue Sky.
Stumpy, Hank, Badger, Cole, Joey, Miss B, Barney, and Hobbs.
Those are your favorite?
Yes, yeah.
Sarah loves being with the animals at Blue Sky and learning to care for them. She also enjoys hanging out with friends during Purpose and learning to drive the carriage with her pals Jennifer Mathis and Repeat.
Sarah, what's your favorite thing about Blue Sky?
Going to see the bunny rabbits and hanging out with everyone. Dustin, Ella, Michelle, Ryan.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, giving and donations to Blue Sky were down, so we asked our community to pitch in and help. And Sarah did. She used her talents to raise over $2,200 to ensure Blue Sky had enough money to feed her beloved animals during these uncertain times. Thank you, Sarah, for your hard work and your big heart.
How awesome was that story of Sarah? Sarah is one of my favorite people, and I get to hang out with her on Tuesdays and Thursdays during our Purpose program. And you may think, what in the world is the Purpose program? Well, glad you asked. So Purpose stands for providing unique and realistic possibilities and opportunities for our special needs equestrians. That's the acronym for Purpose. So currently, our Purpose program meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And then we have our Fun Friday activities on Fridays from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Tuesday and Thursday is a closed group with application process and individualized plans for each person included. And it's a minimal fee for those that are involved. And then Fridays are open to anyone. And we have a ball on Fridays. We put the fun in Fun Friday. All our friends that come to Purpose, we like to call them our Purpose partners. And during their time at Blue Sky, during Purpose, they get to participate in our Purpose Mercantile, which is where we create homemade goods such as soaps and candles and signs and cheese boards and all sorts of fun stuff. We make that and we sell it in our Purpose Mercantile. We also have our Purpose Produce. This is where our Purpose partners take that garden from preparing it to planting to caring for to cultivating to harvest to selling our produce to our community. And then there's barn management, which is so important. You may think, well, you're just getting them to do your chores. No, actually, it's giving them aerobic exercise, fresh air, a bunch of vitamin D, and just enjoying that barn life. They get to learn to take care of the animals that they love so much. So it's all works together to create Purpose. As we speak, the concrete is being poured on our Purpose Mercantile silo. We are so excited. The silo is going to be the brick and mortar store for our Purpose partners to sell all the goods they make. And they think they are pretty hot stuff about that. And I think they are too. But more importantly, it's going to provide jobs. These guys want jobs just like everybody else. They want jobs, they want independence, and that's what we're striving for. Everything that we do at Blue Sky is structured to lead to ultimate independence, and that's why it's so important. We're hoping in the near future to be able to expand our Purpose program from Tuesday, Thursday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then of course our Fun Friday activities as well. So we're growing and we want you to come grow along with us.
Doesn't the Purpose program fire you up? I'm so ready for that silo to be open, to go in and shop for products and drink some coffee and hang out with the Blue Sky community. So now we're going to share a story of what a day at Blue Sky looks like from my girl Paige.
what's your favorite thing about Blue Sky?
It's kind of fun
It's fun.
and it's awesome. I love to see animals, and I really got to see my friends. And speaking of day habits, more like going into college.
Oh my goodness, Paige Southard is one of my favorite people on the planet. She told me one time that we go together like peanut butter and jelly, and I think we do. So you saw how much Paige loves her horse, and so many of our riders do. We currently serve approximately 45 riders and their families on a weekly basis in our therapeutic horseback riding program, and we've just recently started our therapeutic driving program, which is so cool. For those of you who don't know, that is where the horse actually pulls a cart and our riders are in the cart steering the horse. So it's really, really cool. And what I have learned, it is very challenging. So it is an excellent program. Jennifer Mathis, who is our horse program director, has just done an amazing job with not only the care of our horses and the care of our program and our facilities, but she cares deeply for each and every one of our riders. Our riders, when they come in, they go get their horse, they come in and they tack up. All of those things are teaching and improving their cognitive and their physical abilities, as well as building confidence and, again, ultimately independence. So Jen sits down with the rider and their families and just decides what's their goals for therapeutic horseback riding. Is it they want to show at Special Olympics? Is it they want to learn a trail course? Is it they want to learn to barrel race? Is it they just want to get on the horse and feel the movement? What is it they want? And then Jen works to accomplish those goals. And I've personally seen the impact that it's made in my daughter's life. Mabry started riding when she was 5 years old, and I never really understood it. I knew she loved animals, and I knew she thought she was hot stuff up there on the horse, but I never really understood the therapeutic side of it until Blue Sky. When Mabry's on the horse, she's told all day what to do, where to go, who to talk to, what to wear, what to eat. Could you imagine if someone told you what to do all day? But for that time while she's riding her horse, Mabry is in complete control. She's in charge. She's telling the horse where to go. She's telling it if she wants to go fast or slow. She's telling it what to do. She's in charge. And that's what these riders want. These riders and their families, they want the independence for their children. And that's what therapeutic horseback riding provides. We want to open up this program to even more people and provide scholarships to those that may not be able to afford it. No one is ever turned away because they can't pay or because of behaviors that they may have. We come alongside them and walk with them and find the best way for them to be able to participate at Blue Sky. We hope that you'll come out and visit the farm soon and come see how maybe you can get involved with helping with lessons out at Blue Sky.
I know how much that horse program means to our riders. I see it in Mabry's eyes every time she gets off the horse. Now watch this story about how the therapeutic horseback riding program at Blue Sky has helped our friend Carlos.
It's 11 o'clock on Saturday. That means it's time for Carlos and Stumpy to go for a ride. Carlos works on strengthening his left side and increasing his balance. Stumpy is ready to go. So Carlos leads Stumpy out of the barn, something Edgar and Anna DeLuna weren't sure they would ever see again. March 5th, 2016, the DeLuna family was struck from behind as they drove home on Highway 380. 11-year-old Leslie and 8-year-old Edgar were killed, and 4-year-old Carlos suffered severe brain trauma. Edgar and Anna were told that there was a 95% chance Carlos would not wake up from his coma. But miracles happened, and the DeLunas began seeking every bit of therapy they could find. A friend told them about horse therapy and also offered to pay for Carlos to attend. Eventually, Carlos was able to leave his wheelchair behind.
Él antes no podía sentarse, él dejaba caer su peso hacia un lado, que era el lado más débil del lado izquierdo, y desde que él está en terapia de caballo, él ya tiene mejor movimiento. Le ha enseñado a caminar, porque él antes traía su silla de ruedas, ahorita él ya puede caminar por sí solo.
Because of donations and scholarship opportunities, Carlos has continued his therapy and looks forward to his time at Blue Sky each week.
I love you.
Walk on, Carlos.
When Amy told me the theme of this year's event was going to be a seat at the table, it just immediately gave me goosebumps. I love that theme so much and what it means. If you remember, at some point in everyone's childhood and maybe even past that, we've all experienced what this means to have a seat at the table. If you think of holidays as a kid, maybe it's you were at the little kids table, and then you graduated to the big kids table, and then finally you made it to the adults table. And that was the approval. That's what you wanted. That's where you wanted to be, was to get to that table. Maybe at points in your life, it was to be at the cool kids table at lunch in high school. So we've all experienced trying to earn a seat at the table. And imagine for our children and adults with special needs, what it must be like to always strive to have a seat at the table. But we're not talking about special occasions. We're not talking about Christmas and Thanksgiving where there's so much family that you've got to separate tables. We're talking about every single day where they might feel rejection, or where they might feel less than, or they may be striving for the approval of. That's the seat at the table that we are trying to show them, that we're trying to give them, that we're trying to offer them forever. A permanent seat at the table. And we're not talking about just meals. We're talking about in every single event. It's the inclusion that you hear us talking about, that you care about, that you support, including them in every aspect of life, giving them the approval, giving them the opportunity to be with you, to be a part of you, to be a part of us, to live out the purpose and the joy, and to be in that community. That's what the seat at the table means. And we're so thankful that you have joined us here tonight so you could get a feel for our passion in offering that inclusion, offering those opportunities, offering a seat at the table is what Blue Sky offers to the community that goes there already. My daughter Mabry feels wanted and needed and loved, and she feels like she has every opportunity when she is at Blue Sky. We need your help to be able to offer the programs and offer the future and offer the things that so many of the Blue Sky riders want and need. It's such a crucial part of their life. We need to serve them well. We need to love them well. We need to give them the opportunities that everybody their age has. And there's just not a lot of places that they're going to find them outside of Blue Sky, and we know how important that is. And so we want you to come alongside of us and help us serve this community. There's so many great volunteers and so many people who put in the hours and so much work to be done. What we really need is the finances to do it. And that's why you're here tonight. That's why this event exists, so that you know what's needed out there and you know that we need you in order to achieve it. We're trying to give these kids and these adults a seat at the table where they can feel loved and respected and appreciated and approved of for life, so that they don't doubt themselves, so that every single day they don't have to wonder, am I going to get to go today or am I not? Imagine what they've gone through in their childhood, how many times they've been left behind, how many times they weren't let in, how many times they didn't get to play that sport and go into that classroom, how many times they didn't get to go sit at that table. Help us give them a seat at the table forever.
So we have 2 goals for tonight. Number 1 is to tell our blue sky story. I think we've done that.
You've done that really well.
And number 2 is to raise money. And that sounds terrible, but that's the truth.
We got to.
We have to. Our goal for tonight is to raise $75,000. And $75,000 will go a super long way to, number 1, helping us to replenish our scholarship fund that we had to use when COVID shut down. You know, that was a hard time for us. It still is a hard time because donations have been down. Grants have redirected their giving to direct COVID relief, which we totally 100% understand that and agree with that. But still, that's taking grant funds away from some really good small nonprofits. So it would help us to replenish our scholarship fund. It will help us to be able to increase our purpose days to 3 days a week for our closed program, and then still our Friday program. So that's 4 days a week for our purpose program, which I know there's a lot of families that are waiting for that to happen. It will also help us to finish the build out in our horse barn for our horseback riding program. This will just give better space for our riders to be able to move freely. Those in wheelchairs, those that may have balance issues or anything like that, it just gives more space for people to spread out. And during the social distancing, we've had to, again, shift our strategies and be able to spread out while we tack and get our horses ready. And finally, it's going to help us finish the build out for our sensory room. Do you know about this?
I know about it.
So it is going to be really cool. A lot of our clients who have autism or sensory processing issues sometimes get overwhelmed if there's too much going on, or if something's different, or if there's a different kind of sound or something like that. It can spark autism meltdown, or just they get overwhelmed. And so we're creating a safe room for them to be able to go, and it's going to calm all 5 senses at once, and it is going to be really cool. It's going to help be able to redirect them, to get them calmed down and be able to redirect them to where they can continue their lesson. So that's what we have immediate plans for with the $75,000 that we are going to raise tonight. And here's the deal, guys. You already have a huge helper, because we have $25,000 in matching donations.
Already?
Already.
Nice. Guys,
for the first $25,000 we raise tonight, it's going to be matched dollar for dollar.
So there's 50 grand right there.
Right there. Boom. Done. So you can just write the check for $25,000 and we'll be done.
I'm the matching funds?
Oh, I forgot to tell him. So, guys, we have community sponsors who together we've collected $25,000 in matching funds. That is amazing. And you guys have seen their logos scrolling all night. They are fantastic community partners. So there you go. The first $25,000 is going to be doubled. Who doesn't want to take advantage of that?
You got to. That'll be easy.
Yeah. So $75,000. I know we can do this.
Definitely. So there's a lot of great organizations to give. We've got Giving Hearts, and we just think Blue Sky is one of them. I know personally, because I see it happen, how far $20 goes in an organization like Blue Sky. And so whatever you feel led to give tonight, that's what we're asking. It's $20, it's $50, it's $100, it's $1,000. I promise you it's used in a way that impacts our community in special ways that change their lives forever. Whatever you can give, that's what we're asking for tonight, and we appreciate you guys so much.
Absolutely. For those of you that are watching on a night other than Saturday night, thank you for being here. Continue your night, continue your food and drinks, and again, there's giving information all around your host home, so be sure and check that out. For those of you watching us on Saturday night, stay tuned because there's more to come.
And find somebody that works or volunteers at Blue Sky and go give them a high five, give them a thumbs up, because they're doing awesome. You guys really need to see them in action.
Thanks, you guys. Have a good night.
See ya.